God is in the fire with us, the storms of our life. He's there with us. Let me tell you, me and hubby were having a little bit of an argument last night, and he just has this thing of like, for a few months now, he keeps bringing up something that he thinks that I did, like something really terrible. And every time I keep asking him, honey, why do you think this of me? Why do you think of this of me? And so he brought it up again last night. And so I just said, okay, one more time. I've been trying to ignore him, trying to forgive him, trying to pretend he didn't say what he's saying, but finally he just caught me at the wrong point, and I'm like, okay, let me finally address this issue with him. And so I asked him, honey, what is it in 19 years of me and you being together? What would make you think of such awful thing of me, your wife who's been with you, stuck with you, support you, been by your side through all the difficulties, challenges, everything come our way. I've been your ride or die chick. Why would you think that of me? Why would you keep saying this about me? And so just so happened that my son Joshie came into the room, and it was just God's timing to send my little spiritual guy in. And I said, Joshie, see what your dad is saying? He's saying this about me, and I don't understand where it's coming from. But I say, Joshie, that at the end of the day, what I've decided that this whole thing that Daddy's been saying has been a good thing, because I realize in life you can't look to other people for your approval. You have to look to God. And I say, God will be the one to defend your mama. I'm going to just show up as the best wife to him, no matter what he thinks of me, knowing that God is my ultimate boss. And I say, Joshie, I want you to read this poem from Mother Teresa. And it's called Do Good Anyway. So I went to Google, found the poem, had my little 10-year-old son reading this in front of me and my husband. After telling my husband, I'm going to just be the best wife to you no matter what. And so Joshie read the poem, and it says in the final line, it says, you just have to do your best, because everything is between you and God. It was never between you and anyone else. So this morning after that was, that, and I just ended it there. I said, Joshie, that's the foundation of your mommy's life. That's how I make all my decisions. I realize that everything is between me and God. And I'm going to just keep being the best mother, the best person, the best everything, because God is the one to reward your mama. So fast forward to this morning, we woke up. I said, my son, Emmy, can we have an appointment with God? And we usually read a Purpose-Driven Life for Kids. And I said, this time, let's read from the Mama's book. And I just asked him to pick a page to read out of a devotional of 362 pages. He picks, of all numbers, 352. And it's the one entitled, The Best Marriage Advice Ever. And he said, Mom, you read, because I'm tired. I just woke up, and I started reading this post. And as I'm reading this post about the best marriage, and I said it applies to all significant relationships. And the number one thing was to focus on God. And he said, respond from difficulties from a calmer, kinder, respectful, patient, more loving space. Then I talked about the 80-20 rule that my mom taught me, that if your spouse has 80% good qualities and 20% not so good, focus on the 80% good. And it said, become a professional ignorer, keep the blinders on, the earplugs in, having constant conversations with God, lots and lots of patience. So I'm reading all of this with Emmy. And then at a certain point, I started crying, guys. I was just saying, wow, for Emmy to pick this one after me and hubby's big fight last night. And it talks about leave the past in the past. If you went through something and decided to go for it, don't take old baggage with you. So all these things. And it says, our best days are ahead of us, and forgive and forget. So all these things, Emmy finally took the phone from me when I was crying. He said, let me finish. Because it talks about how I was upset with my hubby. Now I'm reminded that myself, what a great husband he is, and I now focus on enjoying him every day. And so Emmy took the phone from me, and he started reading. And unbelievably, the last point that I had there said, be the best spouse you can be. And the final analysis is between you and God. And I know that was just God revealing his presence with me. Of all these posts in my book, 366, from late last night to this morning, for that one for Emmy to pick, exactly what I said to Joshie and my husband. I'm going to keep showing up as the best spouse possible and be the best wife to my husband, no matter what he thinks or how he feels. because in the final analysis, everything is between me and God. So guys, that was just one of my God winks to say, Nick, I'm with you. I'm with you no matter what you're going through. Keep being the best. You know, so I want you guys feeling God's invisible presence. That wasn't just some ordinary coincidence that I read that to my son, Joshie, 10 years old, and then this morning Miami comes and picks that very post of all of our books and everything and all the pages to just let me know that God is with me, guys. And that's my message, that we're not going through life alone, that God is with us, his intimate presence. He was there in the argument. He's the one who sent Joshie up. He's the one that had Emmy to pick number 352, just to remind me that every decision I make in the final analysis between me and God. And that's where I want you guys. And let's just be the best people that we can be. Know that we're not fighting these battles alone. Our marriage is me, my husband, and God, doing our thing for God and raising our kids. And we're going to do our best, live our best lives together. Like sometimes we need these heated arguments to come out and realize how blessed you are. And that's what happened. Me and hubby both realized that he is the best husband and I'm the best wife to him. And that's life, guys. So I want us just keeping our eyes fixed on God in all our relationships, even the other people that we have to live with, we have to deal with on a daily basis. Let's just keep our focus on God. And I promise you, as you give your best in life, God is the one to reward you. He gives me more than I can ever imagine or expect from him. So don't miss out. The best life, I'm telling you, is with God.